Hello and welcome, fellow educators. In today's video, our goal and focus will be learning how to use an app called Classroom and how its functions can help us monitor student device use to limit online student distractions. Let's get started. We're going to start by clicking into our Classroom app. Once you are in the app, you will have the option to select a specific class to monitor. You can set these up for different groups or classes based on your needs. For today's video, we will be looking at the sample class that I have created. Once you are in the class that you want to monitor, you will see a couple of things. At the top, you will see a bar of tools and functions to use, and at the bottom, you will see your list of students. I have my student 1, 2, and 3. Those will normally say their names, and then it'll also show you what app they are currently in. Student 1 is in Safari, student 2 is in Pictures, and student 3 is in Flash to Pass. All right, let's go ahead and start viewing the tools and functions that can help us monitor student device use. Our first tool and function is called Open. This tool allows you to easily monitor students by pushing them directly into the desired app you want them to be working on. You can also lock students into that chosen app to ensure their focus stays on their task, meaning that they will not be able to leave the app without you allowing them to. So if I click on Open, here are the big list of apps that you can send them to, and then here is that button where you can lock in app after opening. For now, I'm just going to select an app to push them into. So let's say I want them all to be on Flash to Pass. I'm going to go ahead and press that, hit done, and then you'll see that all students are now on Flash to Pass. All right, moving to our second and third functions, Navigate and Hide. Navigate is similar to Open, where you can push students into different bookmarks on Safari, and Hide will just exit students out of the app they are in and return them to their iPad or device home screen. I will not be showing these two functions since Navigate does the same thing as Open, and Hide does not relate to monitoring students, so it's not focused on what our video is covering. So moving on to the next function, this is by far one of my favorites. This is the lock tool. It allows you to lock student iPads completely so they cannot access it. Once locked, you can ensure that students are not using or focused on their iPads when they are not supposed to be. Another great way to monitor student usage and pause them if you need to reinforce expectations for them working on their devices. So if I went ahead and I press that lock button, it's going to instantly lock all of their iPads. Here you can see it says locked, locked, and locked. And then on their device, it's also going to tell them that they are locked by you, and they won't be able to press their screen. They won't be able to press their home button. They are just stuck. With this lock tool also comes the next one, the next function, which is unlock. It is just the reverse of that first tool. When you hit unlock, of course, it's going to unlock all of those student iPads. Originally, it's going to send them just to their home screen, but then they just click back into the app that they were working on before. So now you can see they're all back to Flash to Pass. All right, moving on to our sixth function, Mute. This tool allows you to monitor student iPad noise so you can limit loud distractions. If students don't have headphones, it's really important to note that this tool will only shut student volume off. You cannot adjust certain volume levels, and once off, students are the only ones that can turn it back up. So for example, if I hit mute, it's going to tell me that it muted all iPads. That means all the volume goes off. But if I want them to then have their volume on for a different assignment or project on their device, they are going to have to be the ones to turn it back on. All right, our last tool in our toolbar is the Screen tool. This tool allows you to specifically monitor student device screens. You can see in real time what they are doing. So for example, when I hit Screens, our interfaces here change, and now you can actually see each student's screen. So for example, on student 3, let's say that they were on Flash to Pass, but then they exited out and they're now on their home screen. I can see that in real time what they are doing. Now, as we wrap up these functions, I wanted to point out that what I showed was for whole class monitoring, but you can also do these functions on a more individualized basis, allowing you to focus or monitor certain students that may need more assistance or guidance. All you have to do this is click on the specific student you want to monitor. So let's say I want to monitor student 3. I would click on their screen, and it's going to pop up all of those same functions, and I can open them into an app. I can lock them. I can view their screen in a bigger picture. Here I can see their picture a little bit bigger. I can mute them. I have all of those same resources at my hand, but it's on a more individualized basis. All right, after my overview of the Classroom app, I hope you now have a better understanding of its functions and how you can better monitor your student device use to limit student distractions.